Hi friends, welcome back to Joe Educare.
In this video, I have explained the working principle of transformer. Let's get into the video. Working principle of transformer. The transformer works on principle of mutual inductance. So this is the first point you have to write under working principle. Then you need to explain what is mutual inductance. So as I explained earlier regarding mutual inductance, and in the second point you need to explain how the EMF will be induced. So as I told, when you apply the alternating voltage V1 to the primary winding, so because of that alternating current will start to flow in the primary side, which is taken as I1, and because of that flux will be produced, alternating flux will be produced in the primary winding. This alternating flux will link the coil, that is nothing but primary winding. So due to that EMF will be induced in the primary side. It is called as induced EMF and it is taken as E1. So this type of induced EMF is called as self-induced EMF. So this is about primary side. Now the flux which is produced due to the primary side, which will also link your secondary winding, and whenever the flux which will link the coil, EMF will be induced. So due to the flux which is produced in the primary winding, which will link the secondary winding also, so because of that EMF will be induced in the secondary winding, which is taken as E2. So this induced EMF is called as mutually induced EMF. So now under working principle I need to explain about this. After that I need to write the formula for induced EMF. So induced EMF formula, we know that E is equal to d phi by dt. From the Faraday's second law we know that induced EMF is given by rate of change of flux with respect to time. Induced EMF will depend upon the number of turns, so E is equal to n d phi by dt. From the Faraday's second law of electromagnetic induction you will get E is equal to n d phi by dt. Now from the Lenz law you will get E is equal to minus n d phi by dt. This minus sign you will get from Lenz law. So Lenz law states that applied voltage will always oppose the EMF induced. So therefore E is equal to minus n d phi by dt is nothing but induced EMF formula. With respect to this formula, I will write the formula for induced EMF in the primary side. So E1 is equal to, same formula I will write, minus n d phi by dt. So in the primary side, E1 represents induced EMF in the primary side. In the primary sides, you can just refer the circuit diagram, and that number of turn is taken as N1. Flux will be same for primary side. I will write d phi by dt as it is. So this will be the induced EMF formula for primary side. In the same way, if I want to write induced EMF formula for secondary side, minus, instead of N1 it will become N2, because N2 is the number of turns in the secondary winding, d phi by dt. So this will be the formula for induced EMF. I am going to find out the ratio. So for that I am going to divide 2 by 1. So equation 2, you know, E2 divided by E1 is equal to, E2 is nothing but minus N2 d phi by dt. In the numerator divide by minus N1 d phi by dt. So d phi by dt gets cancelled, negative sign gets cancelled. So after simplifying you will get E2 divided by E1 is equal to N2 divided by N1. So I can write E2 divided by E1 as capital E2 divided by E1. So I'll get the ratio as E2 divided by E1 is equal to N2 divided by N1, which is taken as K. So here K is nothing but a constant which is called as transformation ratio of a transformer. After finding the ratio between the voltage and number of turns, we know that power will be same. So input power in primary winding is equal to output power in secondary winding. So now if I want to write the formula for power, the circuit is of AC circuit. So power formula for AC circuit is, you know, formula for power, that is EI cos phi for AC supply. So input power in the primary winding, I will just refer this formula, EI cos phi. The formula will be EI cos phi. In the primary winding, EMF induced is taken as E1, the current is taken as I1, is equal to same formula for power, EI cos phi. So E will be E2, I will be I2. Why? Because this is power in secondary winding. Now I will assume that power factor is same. So when I assume that power factor is same in the primary and secondary winding, cos phi will get cancelled. So I will get E1 I1 is equal to E2 I2. So I will rearrange in the form of E2 divided by E1 is equal to, I will get I1 divided by I2. So this will be a second ratio you will get between voltage and current. Now I will equate the ratio which I got earlier. that E2 divided by E1 is equal to N2 divided by N1, which is also equal to, from this ratio I'll get I1 divided by I2. Altogether, all the three ratios are equal to K, where K is called as transformation ratio.
Bible verse to meditate on.
Check out other videos in my channel regarding Basic Electrical and Diploma Mathematics 1. Please support this channel by subscribing to Joe Educare and click on the bell button to get the notification regarding new videos. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.